and welcome to Show of the Week, the show that digs into video game culture like an out-of-control grind lift. I'm Jane.
And I'm Andy.
And this week I've been in Cologne, Germany for the European finals of the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Championship.
Oh, did you win?
You got lucky, bro. Sit the fuck down, man. Let's fucking go! Come on! Sit down, Carnage, you little prick.
I was disqualified for excessive swearing.
Oh, you always take it too far. Meanwhile, I've been pitching our best video game crossover ideas to various high-profile developers. Hello, yes, could I speak to Gabe Newell, please? Okay, sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and also I've been playing Gears of War Judgment.
For which I've been so excited that I brought in my best Marcus Phoenix action figure to share in the moment. What?
Sorry Jane, but you're going to have to bleach that soul patch and step away from the do-rag. Marcus Phoenix is no longer the star in Gears of War Judgment. This time it's goggle enthusiast Damon Baird in the spotlight in a story that takes place some 15 years before the events of the first Gears of War.
Gears follow orders.
Set around the time of Emergence Day, when the Locusts first reared their scaly heads, the plot begins with Kilo Squad clapped in irons and hauled before priggish Jobsworth General Loomis, played by the dad from Mary Poppins.
I hereby charge Kilo Squad.
The rest of the game is played in flashbacks based on testimonies that the 4 members of Kilo give in court. Where things get interesting is that you can choose to include or omit details in your testimony that radically alter how encounters play out. Accepting a declassified challenge might obscure your vision with dust, force you to use a particular weapon, or increase the number of Locust forces in the area. The reward for upping the ante is stars, which convert into unlocks, including Aftermath, a separate hour-long campaign that's a sort of deleted scene from Gears of War 3.
But not here.
Though it's set in the middle of Gears 3's story, so it should really be called During Math or something. Other tweaks include the smart spawn system, which mixes up the enemy types each time you replay an area, even when you die. It's hardly Spelunky grade randomization, but it keeps things fresh if you fail an objective and have to replay a section. The headline edition in multiplayer is Overrun mode, which is an unholy combination of Horde and Beast modes. One team plays as Gears defending an objective, the other plays as Locusts relentlessly throwing themselves against it.
Lieutenant Baird.
So, Gears of War Judgment, you are charged with the crime of bringing something new and interesting to the Gears of War franchise, and for that reason you are sentenced to 1 week as our game of the...
Well, that's all fantastic, Andy, obviously, but I'm not sure I can get on board with the way they've spelt judgment without an E. It's like Judgment.
Well, yeah, that's the American spelling, isn't it? Like Judd Dredd, Judd Judy, or the actor Judd Reinhold.
That's stupid.
Well, Judd not lest ye be jugged. Right, I'm going to go and check in on Mike.
Yeah, you bet. He's making a lot of noise in there.
Hey Mike, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, although I'm having trouble getting into this can of tomato soup.
What you need is a Lancer from Gears of War. That would get right into that.
Ooh, or one of the other
5 greatest video game guns in the whole world!
Are you going to do the intro to every feature like that?
Yeah.
What's that? Your new video game's to feature a 9mm handgun. That's super, good work. It fires bullets, you say? Great stuff. Can't wait to play it. One thing, have you considered something a little more interesting? Something like, say... It's a Gears show of the week, so we're starting with the iconic Gears weapon. How can we make this machine gun more deadly? The COG weapon designers thought to themselves, I don't know, stick a chainsaw on it or something. I've got tee-off time in an hour. They probably continued. It's a classic design, but we do wonder why you don't see more COGs with missing fingers. That thing is a health and safety nightmare. The Cerebral Bore from Turok 2 is a weapon for when subtlety has gone out of the window. It's basically a skull-seeking drill that performs messy amateur brain surgery on its target, resulting in a spectacular fountain of gore. As if that wasn't enough, it then places a bomb where the target's brain used to be, just in case it's migrated to his penis. Am I right, ladies? The Nano Rifle from Red Faction Guerrilla doesn't just punch holes in you like some kind of boring regular gun, instead it dismantles things at a molecular level. Fun when you aim it at an enemy soldier, even more fun when you aim it at the vital structural support of a building full of enemy soldiers.
Not bad for a can opener.
When firing bullets at your enemies just isn't doing the trick, it's time to reach for the Fat Man. The gun itself is essentially just a big rubber band. It's what that rubber band is firing that makes it so deadly. Right, mini nuclear missiles. Teach you to be a giant scorpion. At first glance, the Peacemaker Carbine looks just like a regular machine gun. Its alternate fire mode, however, lets you fire 100 bullets simultaneously, an assault so fierce that it instantly reduces enemies to a glowing skeleton, the deadest kind of skeleton. Now, the barrel remains the same size, so we're not entirely sure how all 100 bullets come out at once, probably in single file like a red-hot bullet rod or something. Anyway, it's effective, and that is all that matters.
That echo, superior to all.
Yeah, I don't think any of those help. This can's completely destroyed.
It's fine, it's time for the feedback now anyway.
Probably should have used this can opener.
Next time. First up in the comments is the Saints Row 4 trailer, which is dividing opinion over on YouTube.
Right, Jordan DeBose says, I love what they're doing with it, whereas Yasseri J says, stupid game.
Meanwhile, Blackout183, who should probably get his wiring looked at after nearly 200 blackouts, says this game is starting to turn weird.
Saints Row is starting to get weird?
Yeah.
This is the series that allows you to attack pedestrians with a giant purple dildo, spray everyone with sewage, and one of the characters is a seizure-inducing cat man, and it's starting to get weird.
Yeah, I guess this was the final straw for him.
Oh, well, I guess we know where the line is now.
Next up on our historical look at the real-life pirates you'll be meeting in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Jace Brony says, I love bleep swear words. Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is probably the most famous pirate of all time. Why? Because he was a f***ing lunatic who everyone was terrified of.
Right.
Else.
Jesus, man, too far.
Sorry, we'll move on to our Gears of War Judgment co-op video where you and I excelled like winners and also eyed up all the soft furnishings we could steal.
That's a nice
It's
carpet.
obvious the evac hadn't gotten very far in Old Town.
All this stuff got ruined during
Wondered
Emergence
where
Day.
everyone was.
No one would
carpet.
notice if we took that carpet. We could just roll that up.
Prince Rule 64 says, so far as I can tell, the reason Kilo Squad are getting so hastily charged is for theft of rugs, and breaking and entering through so many doors.
Speaking of illegal activities, we also previewed downloadable heist muck Payday 2, of which Mikato Tanaka said, this is turning out to be everything I hoped it would be.
Get down! Everybody get the fuck down!
While 12th century Mongol warlord Genghis Khan also took time out of his busy schedule of uniting Northeast Asia's nomadic tribes and being dead to present the following conspiracy theory. Video is 6:36 minutes long. 6:36, half of 6 is 3, half and 3 equals Half-Life 3, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
We'll take your word for it, Genghis, because you'll probably kill us otherwise.
Nice of him to stop by though.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
Alright, I'm gonna head back to the studio, close the show out. I'll catch you in a bit.
And that's your show for another week, but don't forget to tell us how we're doing on Twitter at Outside Xbox or on Facebook.com/OutsideXbox.
Or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/OutsideXbox or go to the site at OutsideXbox.com. See you next time. And finally, how do you spell judgment?
We spell it, unfortunately, the American way, G-U-D-G-M-E-N-T.
Well, now I don't know what to think.